Hello, everyone. Welcome to Coffee with Spiritual Directors, a podcast for aspiring leaders, curious seekers, and everyday pilgrims who want to make a difference in the world God is shaping for the future. I am Dan Lee, a spiritual director and formation pastor. In this podcast, I sit down with spiritual directors, also known as spiritual guides, companions, and friends, to listen to the stories behind their journey into this vocation and their practice of holy listening. Together, we draw out the insights and wisdom that come from their life with God so that we can discern what God is doing in our midst, what we need to pay attention to in this season of deconstruction and decentralization, and how these lessons can build up the wider church in the wild and help us participate more fully in God's work. The title Coffee with Spiritual Directors grew out of an earlier podcast project called Coffee with the Poor Chaplain. Chaplain Stephen Cushing and I often found ourselves having deep, honest conversations over a simple cup of coffee. And that theme stayed with me. These days, as I record, sometimes it is coffee, sometimes it is a cup of decaffeinated tea because it's late it's late at night, and sometimes I forget to hold the mug where you can see it on the screen. But in spirit, the coffee is always here with us. This podcast is also part of my Doctor of Ministry dissertation project at Baki Graduate University. I am exploring how honest conversation, holy listening, and spiritual direction can support people who are navigating transition, disorientation, and renewal in a changing church landscape. My hope is that as you listen, you will not only hear good ideas, but that you will feel invited into your own deeper conversation with God. This episode is simply an introduction for me to say hello and invite you into this journey we are beginning together. We will hear why spiritual direction matters so much in this moment and reimagine what spiritual formation can be. The audio will be available wherever you listen to podcasts, and you can also join me on my YouTube channel if you prefer to watch and listen there. This is not a show, nor will we have all the answers. It is simply a space to slow down, listen to the unique perspective spiritual directors have gained from their listening practices, and notice together how God is moving and guiding our world into the new era. So, pour a cup of coffee or whatever you have nearby and take a deep breath and settle in. And I will see you in the next episode.